What up, YouTube? T-Movies here. For any fans of George Carlin, got some pretty cool news. It's reported that a documentary about George Carlin's life is in the works. Now, there was actually talked about biopic as well, but anything George Carlin related, I'm definitely excited for. And it's reported that Judd Apatow, whose new film King of Staten Island, which comes on VOD this week, revealed that that's one of his next projects. Uh, Well, asked what his next career for what his next project for his career is, Apatow said that he's about to start work with his partner Michael Bonfiglio on a documentary about George Carlin. So I'm looking forward to watching a lot of George Carlin's interviews and specials. I think his work turned out to be very prolific. I was too young to fully appreciate Colin's genius when he was alive, but I was old enough to recognize that the man was a brilliant social critic and a master wordsmith who spoke like a street smart philosopher. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, the man was a brilliant social critic and a master wordsmith who spoke like a street smart philosopher, known as the dean of countercultural comedians. Carlin was a very political figure whose seven dirty words routine made national headlines as a part of a censorship case that played out on the Supreme Court. I'll tell you one thing. George Carlin, obviously he was way ahead of my time. I didn't really listen to George Carlin's comedy until I was a little too young to even appreciate dirty humor, but still, George Carlin, let me just say, people who are offended of stuff today, I'll just say right now, you know, George Carlin is a comedian that people are offensive of stuff today's world. They would not be able to handle George Carlin. I mean, the guy, with everything going on, like, I try not to get political on none of my videos. Like, let me be for real on that. But everything going on in the world today of politics and all that, I'm always curious to see what George Carlin would think about today's political climate. I mean, I can imagine the stuff that George Carlin probably, say today. And not only a comedian, he's been some pretty cool stuff. I mean, I remember he was Rufus in Bill and Ted. He worked with Kevin Smith a whole lot of times. So, yeah, George Carlin has been around for years. And like I said, they're all actually doing a biopic about George Carlin as well. So, we're getting both a documentary and a biopic about him. Pretty cool there, too. Now, Judd Apatow is no stranger on documentaries because he also directed the Gary Shanley doc, which was pretty decent. So, a documentary about George Carlin, sign me up. I cannot wait to check this out. Anyway, no title or release date, obviously, has been set. But let me leave you guys. What are your thoughts on Judd Apatow's next project being a documentary about George Carlin? Are you interested in checking out a George Carlin documentary? Were you ever a fan of George Carlin's comedy work? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timu signing off.